is up? What's going on? What's the goings on? Listen, this was a fun project. I had a piece that someone sent me, and I used it for inspiration to create something that's, shall I say, completely freaking different from what the inspiration was. But nonetheless, I love it. So let's get going. Hey y'all, hey YouTube channel and my Facebook group CCBAB. Okay, here's the picture I received. It's absolutely gorgeous. However, 379 was a little out of my league. I just wanted to note that this wall piece is metal, so it is worth that. But yeah, too much for me. Okay, you already know what we doing. Dollar Tree. I ended up going to two Dollar Trees to try to find something to help with this inspiration. However, I decided to just go home and use what I had. It was still Dollar Tree stuff, but it was already at the house. Okay, so this is the basic layout for the design. I know it's looking funny, but I'm gonna have to use, well, not have to, but I chose to use supplies that I already have in the house. So I had some Dollar Tree canvases and frames, and I'm gonna do my best to match these with the design that I'm trying to not copy. So the design that I got inspiration from. Okay, so I have my canvases separated. So the way I see it is three designs. So it's the big one in the middle. That's a separate design. Then you have one and one. So that's these two. They have a complementary design, and these two have a complementary design. So three different designs. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna etch the designs out with pencil. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. So, okay. I am looking at the picture as I am etching out my design. However, you will see at the end that it looks nothing like the picture. That just lets you know that art and crafting is up to you. There's no right or wrong in this. So after I use the pencil to etch out the design, I use my hot glue gun to trace that design. That glue gun you see right now, I got off Amazon. It's a cordless glue gun that has a fine tip. This thing heats up in 10 seconds. It's ready. It is listed in my Amazon store. There is a link below. I will say that I wish I had the canvases with the frame. I think that would have gave it a nicer shadow effect when it's put up on the wall, but again, I used what I had. Next is the spray paint. You choose whatever color spray paint you want. Take it outside and spray paint it. So this is what I got after I spray painted. As you can see, these designs are nothing like what we saw in the picture that was sent to me. Now for the frames. Because I used 11 by 14 canvas, I did not have a Dollar Tree frame that was big enough to go around it or go over it or whatever. So I decided to use a couple of these black frames that I had from Dollar Tree. I'm not sure of the size. However, they are the ones that you're supposed to hang the 4 by 6 pictures from. I decided to use two of them and put them together. So I took all the hardware out of my frames. And then in the end, you'll see that I actually used four of those frames. I had the little small white frame. I was going to spray paint it, but I didn't use it. So for this project, I used four of those large black frames and removed all the hardware from it, the paper and everything. Okay, once I got all of the hardware out of the frames, I took the frames and the canvases to my staging area. And when I'm calling it a staging area, I'm talking about the floor in my living room where I'm working at. So I took all the stuff over to the staging area and I tried out some different designs to figure out how I wanted it put up on my wall. Once I found the design, I realized that I definitely did not want to put the two picture frames together and leave the pieces down the middle. So I used my hand miter saw and I cut the two pieces out, one piece from each picture frame, and then I attached the picture frames together. Okay, on my first, second, third, and fourth attempt to put these frames together, I made such a mess. However, I will tell you how I finally got them together. But while we wait and look and see what I'm doing and laugh, because yeah, I shouldn't have did it this way, I want to thank my returning subscribers. Hey fam, what's up? Welcome back. How you been? How your mama them? You doing okay? I'm doing pretty dang on good. And for those of you who are looking at the video and haven't decided to subscribe as of yet, what in the world are you waiting on? Please hit that red button. I'm inviting you to hit that red button. The button says subscribe. Just go ahead and tap that button. And for both sets, please hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload new and exciting content. I invite you all to check out my Amazon store. The link is in the description box. The store contains a lot of the things that I use on these different tutorials because now I am your personal shopper. Yes, that's right. I'm your personal shopper. I go through the aisles of the Amazon warehouse and grab the stuff and put it all in one spot for you. But it doesn't change anything else for you. Everything is still the same. For me, what does it do for me? Well, I'll tell you, I can earn a small commission from your purchase of things inside my Amazon store. That commission will be used to buy more materials to bring you more tutorials. How sweet is that? Well, I done messed up this frame so dang on much. Let's get back to it. Again, thank you all for watching. We're about to wrap it up now. To hide the notches at the top and the bottom where I cut the pieces out of the frame, I'm going to actually put a mirror on there as I said before. When I try to put the mirror on there, because I used a zip tie, the mirror is not sitting level. So I'm going to use some of the Jenga blocks from the Dollar Tree, paint them black, and use the Jenga blocks to make it level. It takes about 3 Jenga blocks to cover this mirror. So I'm going to glue 2 of the Jenga blocks together. So I made a set of 3. One is 2 pieces glued together and a single piece. I got the 2 piece and the 1 piece. So I'm just going to glue them on each side of the zip strip. So I'm going to put the 2 on the outside and the 1 on the inside. Again, same thing up here at the top or bottom, whichever way it is. 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. So I'm just going to use some regular wood glue to do that. On one side. I have no idea why I put the glue on the painted side, but that's okay. Once this dry, I'll just go back and put paint on there. Actually, I don't have to because the mirror is going to cover that. So I have 2 at the bottom and 1 at the top of the zip strip. So I'm going to allow these to dry. And now it's time to put it together. But before I put it together, I did add some gold and silver leaf to the pictures. Now, to add these, I just simply use some Mod Podge and some silver and gold leafing paper. allowed it to dry overnight, then used my leafing brush to dust off the excess silver and gold leaf. And this is what we got from that. Here's the back. This is where I put the string lights, the fairy lights. So I put them with hot glue, and I put hot glue like every inch because I didn't want the fairy lights hanging down. I do have to clean up my glue strings before I hang it up. So I have 2 sets of fairy lights. One I took and I went around. The other one, same thing. I took from the top mirror, went around the second frame and came all the way back. Okay, for the larger canvas that goes inside the 2 frames that are put together, this is the canvas. What I did was put hot glue on the jingle block at the top and at the bottom. I put the frame all the way to one side, so it's all the way to the bottom right here. Stuck it down. It touched this jingle block and that jingle block. I use electrical tape on the bottom to secure this, because remember, it's only stuck to a jingle block here and a jingle block here. Right here at the top, I used 2 popsicle sticks. I probably should have cut that one in half, but I didn't. 2 popsicle sticks to secure it, to add security to it. And I just put the popsicle sticks on with hot glue. This is how I mount it. The battery packs for the light, all I did was hot glue them to the jingle blocks. Again, jingle blocks are amazing. Okay, I'm going to turn it over and show you the front. Okay, before I turn it over, I added the command strips. So I put one at the top and one at the bottom. Now, the command strips can definitely hold its weight. It's not heavy at all. Only thing I'm worried about is my stuff dropping out from me putting it on there. But these command strips hold up to 16 pounds per set. So it's 2 sets on here. Set right here and a set at the other end. So it can hold 32 pounds. This probably weighs all of 5 pounds. So let me turn it over. Okay, on the front side, I use multi-purpose cement, and that came from the Dollar Tree. In order to use it, you put it on both sides. So what you're sticking together, you'll put some on each of the items you're sticking together. You see, I put some on the frame. Then I turned it over and put some on the back of the canvas, where the canvas is going to meet the frame. You let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes to let it get tacky. Once it gets tacky, then you put it together. Once you put it together, it sticks. I actually added a weight on top of it and let it sit for about 30 minutes for it to dry to make sure it was stuck all the way down. Front. You see, I put the mirrors in the corners, put a little bling around it. I am not the blinger, so I definitely can't see this being blinged out. Okay, we're ready to put this on the wall. I know you see where I put the round mirrors instead of the square mirrors. Once I decided to put the light packs on there, the mirror was not big enough to hide the light packs, so I took the square mirrors and put them on the frame and put the round mirrors on the jingle block assemblies. Now it's ready for the wall. How you think it's looking so far? Yeah, I know it's different. That right there, that's the foiling brush. I'm showing the foiling brush that I used to foil the thing. So let me get ready. I'm going to get it put up on the wall. And you tell me how you like it.
You want something special. Trying to create something nice. Just pick up a pencil and take my advice. Come with me and you'll see everything that crafting can do. Yeah, you'll agree. bring a beauty and then pass it on to you. It's Double J Graphics. Double J, Double J, Double J Graphics, Graphics, Graphics.
Thanks, y'all. See you next time. Bye now.